All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to this week's Mailbag. I'm Doug Kyde. If you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kyde using the hashtag Mailbag, and I will try to answer it. First question comes from, I don't know how to pronounce this name, Aloysius Beauregard. We'll stick with Mr. Beauregard. Asks, will Jarrett Stidham have to stay on the 53-man roster instead of going on practice squad to protect him? And the answer is absolutely yes. He was a 4th-round pick, so if the Patriots waived Jarrett Stidham to try to get him onto their practice squad, another team undoubtedly would claim him off waivers. And Jarrett Stidham certainly has done enough through 7 days of training camp to deserve a spot on the 53-man roster as well. I think that, it might still be a few weeks away, but we could start having conversations about whether Jarrett Stidham could be the Patriots' backup quarterback this season over Brian Hoyer. They could create a roster spot by cutting Brian Hoyer. Jarrett Stidham and Brian Hoyer, there hasn't been a whole lot of difference in their play during training camp. We'll see if that holds on during joint practices with the Lions and the Titans. We'll see if that holds on in the preseason. But the Patriots do also have Danny Etling. He's been moved to wide receiver, but if they needed a scout team quarterback, an experienced quarterback who could serve on the scout team during the season, and if they didn't want to use Jarrett Stidham in that role, then perhaps Danny Etling could be on the practice squad. He could be the scout team quarterback, and then Jarrett Stidham could be the guy to learn behind Tom Brady. But we're getting out ahead of ourselves right now. The answer to your question is yes, Jarrett Stidham will be on the 53-man roster this season, barring any injury. Second question here comes from Brian, Bri the Sly Guy, who asks, which undrafted free agent is most likely to make the 53-man roster? The answer is Jacoby Myers, the NC State wide receiver. He was actually working with the first team offense in the second week of camp. So that is obviously a very good sign for Jacoby Myers' status on the roster if he's actually already starting. He played in the slot in college. He's been moved outside. He's been making plays in practice. It seems like Tom Brady likes him. He's taking a lot of initiative, which you like to see from an undrafted rookie. He's been kind of, working his way over to Tom Brady for some side sessions. He's been asking a lot of questions. All the things the Patriots like. Let's be real quick in this last one, coming from Truck at official_Truck, who asks, does Duke Dawson have any trade value? And my answer is not much. Truck is asking this because the Patriots have an excess of cornerbacks. They probably won't keep 7 cornerbacks on the roster. So Duke Dawson might be an odd man out there. He was a 2nd-round pick a year ago. I don't think they could get anything close to that for him at this point. So then it's kind of bad optics to trade a former 2nd-round pick for a 6th or 7th-round pick, a conditional pick. So I don't know what they'll do at cornerback, but we'll find out in September.